We should do that outside, shouldn't we? Anyway,
Okay, I think, are we ready, yeah? I'm going to try and project my voice. I'm not used to projecting my voice, I'm quite quiet. So, I think the first question probably is, does anyone here have any musical experience of any type? It's okay, you can say it. And what type of instrument? Tabla, really? Oh, that's good. For me, at least for me, the karatal is quite important. You know when the kirtan's going on? Because if the karatal is kind of out of beat or out of tune or too slow, it kind of throws everything off. So the singing is like, that's very important, obviously, that's like the main thing. And then you have the karatal, which is like keeping some kind of beat, and the Mridanga, it goes along with it very, very nicely. But really nice karatal playing is very, very important. It might seem very simple. To be honest, the beat is only 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But someone who knows about karatal playing, if that person is playing 1, 2, 3 a bit slow, or a bit fast, or a bit off, or he's too emotional or something, it's going to throw everything off. So it's quite important to get that 1, 2, 3 really well. But it takes time. So maybe if everyone can take a karatal. I don't know if there's enough to go around. Is there? 2. Okay, so I think the best thing to do is just, okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to sing, and then maybe we'll go around actually in a circle, that'll be best, and I'll just hear, you can try to hear the beat, so to speak, and try to follow it. Maybe that's probably easy, because if we all do it together, that might be difficult to begin with, so maybe we can start with...
Oh my goodness. I have never played this before, ever.
Okay, well, I'll show you. I tell you what, I'll play it with you. Yeah?
Okay. So am I holding it?
Do you want to sing? Is that okay? Yeah, so you hold it like this. It's used this finger here, and twist the rope around. Yeah, just like that. So there's not like a set way of doing it, it's just so you feel kind of comfortable.
Okay.
Like this, and then you hit it like that. Yeah, perfect. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Okay, wonderful. So we'll play together, and then he will sing, and we'll see how it goes. Yeah? Is that okay?
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, that was really good.
Oh, thank you.
It was nice, very nice. Okay, so should we try yourself and then? Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Have we done that before? That's very good. Maybe you can sing a little bit slower. Is that right?
slower than that. Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very good. Okay. Your turn.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's good. I could see that you could do it by yourself. That's why I let you do it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, let's try it now with maybe 4. We can split the room in half, so maybe you 4, and see how it sounds as a group. Oh, did you want to have a go?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Alright, ready?
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, that's good. That's all very good. Let's try it now as a group, and let's see how that sounds. Maybe 1, maybe 4, maybe 5 of you. Is that okay? So that's all up to here.
Okay.
Oh wait, hang on. Everyone ready? Remember, if you come out of the 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
it's better to stop, reset, and try again, because sometimes you can be off and then just sort of trying to catch up, and you're actually completely off. So just sort of stop and then try to come in again.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, wonderful, very good. Now, you 4. It was good.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's very good. I mean, at the beginning it might seem quite like robotic, like 1, 2, 3, but with time you can you might be able to hear it anyway. There's kind of rhythm to it, and that's why you see people are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You know, it's like there's a rhythm there. So at first it's you're trying to catch the beat, but after it becomes quite relaxing. It becomes a feeling. First you have to learn it, and then after it just becomes natural. Maybe we can try with the Mridanga, and then we can try one half with the Mridanga and then the other half, and then we can conclude. Yeah.
Are you going to
I guess the principle is, it depends on what sound you're trying to make. I mean, the way that I do it is like 1, 2, 3, because the third hit is, you want to kind of make it sound a little bit different. It just sounds better that way. That's what I think. But you don't have to. You could also go like that. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. But what people tend to do is they do 1, 2 open, and then the last one will be closed. So it sounds a little bit different. Otherwise, it can sound quite repetitive. So you're trying to make it sound a little bit different. The more different it is, the more flavors. It just gives it that extra sort of subtle feeling that it will be better. It will sound nicer. And those kind of small things actually contribute to making the whole kirtan sound very nice. So many things are actually going on, but people don't realize it. You know, think, oh, it's just 1, 2, 3, and someone's just hitting the drum. But there's actually so many things at play that if you refine them, the overall thing sounds much more. It's just powerful, you know. Otherwise, there's a lot that goes into it actually. But it comes with time, you know. With time, you will. It's also to do with taste. What you prefer, how you feel. You might want to hit it quite hard if the feeling is sort of building, or you might want to hit it soft if you feel that it's, things need to calm down. It's kind of a play of feelings and expression, that changes, and you're trying to harmonize yourself with everyone, so that the whole thing, the outcome will be sort of a nice expression of the kirtan you're trying to do for the Lord. So let's try and do that again. Let's split the room again. He will play the Mridanga, and then we'll see how it sounds from there, yeah?
You want me to sing as well?
Wonderful singer. I don't need to stop. So, yes, up to, I think it was 5, yeah? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, great. So now the last 4 people. The next 4 people.
Okay.
You do a different tune. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, great, wonderful. Right, so I think that was good first session. Takes practice, obviously, but it's not over. We have Dayanidhi Prabhu who's going to come and give a Mridanga class. I don't know if you want a 5-minute break or something, or
What does everybody want?
it's okay.
Go straight into it. Yeah. Okay.
And this actually, kartals is like you get singing and then kartals, and then obviously Mridanga is naturally following. So
So what are these called?
Kartals.
kartals, yeah.
Yeah.
How do you end it? Because you ended it differently to me. You listened to the end.
Oh, yeah.
It was just Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's not something that I've ever learned. It's just, I think everyone does it. You just kind of pick it up.
Yeah, it's like intuitive.
Yeah.
Like you just get it. Like one day you're like, oh, I just do it. And
Okay. Right. Just
it's
not think
not,
about it.
Do we have? How many Mridangas do we have?
Maybe we can open our circle.
That's it. Do we have like a board?
You want to write something?
I think we use a board.
Okay. You can put it there.
Can we get some plain paper?
I'll probably start.
Some mantras.
Everyone can carry just maybe something I can write it down for them in case they forget it.
Don't get paper for everyone.
Yeah, just a little piece of paper, you know. Just
I'll
one,
get the board.
it's not a whole lot of things. Just,
You want the board and paper.
Do you want the board? Then people can see the mantra.
yeah, it's good. You write it. Anything, yeah, whatever can help, isn't it? So basically, you want. Hello. Hare Krishna. How are you?
That's finished. It's empty, yeah.
Very good. Very good. Nice to see you here.
I've never been here before.
No.
My first time here.
So you're having some fun? Are you happy here?
Yeah, I am. Very relaxed.
I'm fine. Yourself? Hare Krishna. I've seen you before. No? No? First time? Oh, you're a familiar face. And you've been here before, right? Yeah. Are you all?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Hare Krishna.
Now you're all associated.
Does anyone know where the what's the pens?
No coincidence, are there? I always wanted to play this Mridanga. I've dreamt about it.
So my name is Dayanidhi Das. Hi, how are you all? Okay? Well, it's nice to have you all here today. I came from the other side of London. I'm not always here, so I come every other week sometimes. And it's a long journey, 2-hour journey or more. To do with the Mridanga, this is where I'm sitting here. I like playing the Mridanga a lot, actually. It's a sound. When I joined the Krishna consciousness movement, actually, before I joined them, when I went there to see them, I saw the devotees playing this beautiful drum. I had seen a picture of something like that before, and I used to think, what's this thing, you know? I didn't know what it do, you know? And then I saw the devotees playing it, and it sounded beautiful. And they were playing those two pieces, you know, those two type of instrument. They needed nothing else, and they could sing a whole varieties of melodies, you know, the Mahamantra, and other songs, you know, bhajan songs, so beautifully, simple, such simple way of, you know, making such beautiful music, and then voices, you know, everybody sings according to how they can, but it sounds very nice, you know, and this Mahamantra itself is like so enchanting, so beautiful, you know, because it's Krishna Nam, Krishna's name, and Krishna, as you might know, someone might have explained to you, Krishna means anyone can tell me?
Absolute truth, all attractive.
The all attractive one. Krishna means all attractive. So, Krishna also means black. So, and so Krishna's name is Krishna. And we are told by the sadhu, the devotees of Krishna, and also Krishna is telling in some of the scriptures that he is non-different than his name. Krishna and his name is non-different. So the scripture is telling us that, the sadhu is telling us. If you say Krishna, Krishna is Krishna. He's also black, which means Krishna. Krishna means black. And Krishna is Krishna, the all-attractive one. And Krishna, the all-attractive, is Krishna. So that's what he is. As a matter of fact, there's nothing else but Krishna. You might think we are here, but if Krishna did not exist, we would not be existing. And the most amazing thing is that there is existence, and existence is Krishna. And because Krishna exists, we exist. Because we are part and parcel of him. So we are also very beautiful, but you know, we are small. Krishna is supremely beautiful, mighty, and he's big. But yet he can stand in front of you. Though we are part of him, he stands in front of us. That's also the beautiful, amazing thing about Krishna. And he can talk to you. It's not that he's formless. His form is the original form, and our bodies is of that form, Krishna. And the other expansions come. He has other expansions, and they expand, and then they also come in with different amount of hands, you know, arms. But Krishna is Krishna. With 2 arms, plays a flute, peacock feather on his crown or his turban, and he's simply enjoying himself. He does nothing. Now, if you were God, what would you do? We just sit on a throne, all bored like that, saying, okay, yes, this is going on here, that's going on here, I'll send this person to go and do that. You know? Yes, if you were to do that, yes, but that's good, yeah. But he does that in a different way. But the best thing, you know, if you are the owner of a place or everything, you will sit there and you do what you want. You get somebody else to delegate some other people, to delegate some other people, to delegate to other people, to do this and that. So the whole universe and the universes and all the rest of existence, creations, etc., have been delegated, different powers are delegated to do all those things. So, but Krishna is simply enjoying himself with his close, most intimate friends, the gopis and the gopas, the cowherd boys and the cowherd girls, and they are. What better way to be the absolute, or to be king, to be the ultimate supreme person, yeah. So, and by his chanting the names of Krishna, Krishna becomes present with us. Krishna becomes present. I'm saying all these things because what Kirtan is about Krishna. If somebody tells you they're doing Kirtan and Krishna is not in there, or even Vishnu, then it's not Kirtan. It's not real Kirtan. You know, but we say Harinam Sankirtan, Harinam Kirtan or Harinam Sankirtan. Sankirtan means congregation, Sang means Sangha, you know, like congregation, Kirtan, Sankirtan. So, so we do that with our bodies, our minds, our voices, you know, our soul, of course, is engaged in all those things. And then we have the more external things like the Mridanga and the kartals. So maybe we can play other instruments, but quite often it becomes a distraction. So Krishna's name, as you chant it, it is so beautiful that, and to think that you are singing the absolute name that is enriched, it is so charged with ecstasy, with all things, and we are like almost like bees on the outside, you know, of a jar, or some creature trying to taste the honey. We are a bit like that. But still, if you come to near the top of the jar, you'll lick something there, think, that's good, you know. You want to get in further, don't you? So this is the introduction time when we are chanting Krishna Nam from the devotees. We hear it, sometimes we hear it, think, oh, that sounds beautiful. And sometimes we want to join in. And then when you join in, you think this is it, you know. So then you will realize that's the ultimate thing. And in that name, Krishna is ever expanding, ever increasing. Krishna is not static or stagnant. Krishna is always expanding and moving, also contracting in every way. So, and we can taste Krishna Nam as we are chanting. Eternally, we will taste more and more Krishna name, and you want more and more Krishna name. Yeah, so I think when we read the stories about the devotees in Vrindavan, they are absorbed in Krishna. Krishna is their hearts and minds. It is full. So you may not hear them saying Krishna, 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 sitting there chanting Japa, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, or you know, singing on the drum all the time, Hare Krishna. They do that, but their mind is like Krishna is their kirtan, their hearts. There's nothing else but Krishna. If they're thinking food, they're thinking Krishna. Because they're thinking Krishna food, Krishna prasad, whatever. The ladies, when they're cooking, they're thinking, oh, you know, they're not even thinking of those who are supposed to be their sons. They're thinking of Krishna. And their sons are with Krishna, of course. The daughters are with Krishna. Everyone is with Krishna. So their hearts are very absorbed in Krishna. And with that absorption, that is proper kirtan, that's deep kirtan, that's a samadhi. That's the zenith of meditation or kirtan, and one gets there. But the real zenith is Srimati Radharani, she has the highest. But I won't get too much into that right now. And so I just want to say that this is what kirtan is about. So this Mridanga and karatal, I usually tell people when they ask me, would you like to teach me this? If I'm speaking too fast, I'm saying too much, just tell me, don't worry. You know, I'll try to be humble myself and say, okay. But I usually say to people, if I'm going to teach you this instrument, I will teach. I prefer to know that you want to use it for chanting, you know, doing kirtan, holy activities in the service of Krishna. You know? So, and I always tell people that. So if you don't, that's up to you. You know, there's karma, the law of karma. So, but then you'll be subjected to the law of karma. But if you do kirtan, you won't be subjected to the law of karma, because that's above the law of karma. The service to Krishna does not have anything to do with this material, mundane world. It has to do with the absolute supreme personality of God, who is transcendental and who is, everything is insignificant. He can move them and shape them, reshape them however he wants, and scatter them, make it look like it was never there. So whatever we do in his service, that's become to that person who is a transcendental person, Lord Krishna. And Srimati Radharani cannot be without the one without the other. So okay, I think we better get on with it. There's a lot to tell. And devotees are always ready to tell you. So this Mridanga now, when Mahaprabhu came, Srila Govind Maharaj was telling us, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, maybe we'll explain more about him later, but he's Krishna himself, and not only Krishna, but Srimati Radharani as well, combined in one form. But in the mood of Srimati Radharani. You heard of Srimati Radharani, right? You heard of Srimati Radharani? Have you heard? Now, the Srimati Radharani is the feminine aspect of God. God is masculine and feminine, and the feminine is subservient, so to speak, and the masculine is dominant. Yeah. But it's just the way things are, is balancing things. Feminine, masculine, dominant, subservient. And but we are also of that nature. So Krishna, when this absolute becomes divided into the female and masculine, become Radha and Krishna. So Radha is Srimati Radharani, and Krishna. Yeah. So Radharani is the supreme servant of Krishna, of the masculine. And so masculine and feminine mean giving pleasure to each other. And that's what it's about, the absolute. And so Mahaprabhu, Krishna, when he comes as one, when they come again as one, normally Srimati Radharani's color is of a golden complexion. So Krishna is black normally. Now when they got together, now Krishna has got a golden complexion, and he doesn't look like the Krishna that had a peacock feather on a flute. He looks like a golden young man or golden baby. So that's his complexion. And he's in ecstasy because Srimati Radharani is experiencing the greatest ecstasy because she's serving Krishna, this love. So she's called Mahabhav. She's experienced the highest, she's the perfection of servitude to the absolute, to the complete. She's the perfection of servitude to Krishna, in devotion. So she's experienced the greatest, the highest love that you couldn't begin to imagine. So anyway, together they are Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came a little over 500 years ago, appeared in Bengal. He later, as he was growing up, he introduced this. He started the Sankirtan movement, and Gurudev Srila Govinda Maharaj is telling us he started by clapping his hand. He wasn't singing Mahamantra like that. He started with Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. So, of course, Mahamantra he came to give. The devotees, Nityananda Prabhu was going around trying to distribute that name that Mahaprabhu was giving. But he did not want people to make offense to the Hari and Krishna, Radha and Krishna. So, but as one, Mahaprabhu is coming in a different mood, in a very magnanimous mood, to give plenty, to shower mercy upon so many unlimited souls in this world, in fallen soul, people who are lost. We are all lost because we are like, sometimes we are. If you are walking in a human body, and we are thinking we are so big, we may think we are the prime minister of England or America, the president of America, or if it was to be the world, the president of the world, whatever it may be. If we were to be walking around like that, thinking that we were so big and we're so big and so huge, really and truly, there's still atom down there, and even the parts, little other entities that form the atom, the smaller ones, even they too, they are just the same as us, same size, no bigger. So how come he's such a big, just one president, and he's such a small, insignificant thing you cannot even see with microscope, difficult to see? Well, because we are all insignificant. And somehow or other we are allowed, by Krishna's grace, we are given different positions and we are able to fit different bodies and given different powers. So everyone are delegated with certain powers according to Krishna's will ultimately. So I don't want to get you too lost. Sorry, let's get on to Mridanga. So Mahaprabhu, they had call and karatal. They were doing kirtan. And Nityananda Prabhu will go on with a party, different devotees will go with parties, Gadada and different devotees will go. And Mahaprabhu also will have a party, etc. And they would go doing kirtan all over with hundreds and thousands of devotees, So, and they had the call, this is called call, it's K-H-O-L, call, which is the same as, which is in Mridanga. And Mridanga means, Mrid is from earth or mud, you can say, to make it easier for you to remember, or clay, it is. And Anga means the limbs, or body sometimes, all the limbs and everything. So they say it has a body made of mud, earth, clay. So it's a Mridanga, that's why they call it Mridanga. Also, tabla, you see tabla has a small end and a big one, side by side. I heard that tabla generally means a drum that has been broken in two. So it's almost the same, So if you learn that, you can also learn to play the Mridanga. But, it depends on what you use it for. Tabla is used for a lot of mundane things, you can say. It sometimes appears to be holy activities, but it is also, many of it is not so much holy. So most time people are misusing the holy instruments for their own, ends and pleasures. So, but these are holy instruments. When I travel on the plane, I tell the people this is a holy instrument, so they have to respect it. Now, this clay Mridanga, when we play it, some people, they like to hold it the other way around, But most of the time you will see people are holding it this way. I'm a right-hander, but you'll find some people are left-handed. They also play it in the same way. And some people are left-handed, they play it the other way. Now this is called a Dayan and the, Dayan Bayan. Dayan Bayan.
That means left and right.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Like you say, Dandike, Bandike, yeah. So this makes it simple. So if people think about it in that way, based on the meaning, they don't think, okay, left side, right side. So, but if one wants to play the left side on the right side, it's up to them. So I'm just telling you the thing about why most of us play left, the big end on the left side, and the small end on the right side. There are some various ways we have to place our hands when we are playing. When we play this side, the left hand, this is called a K. K, yeah? Yeah? I'm making it easy. But
So just to understand, when you play on the larger side, you use the whole of your hand?
No, not all the time. But this is what you will be using that at some point. So I'm making you aware of it. I might not make you use it when you're playing, but the other way we use is this is called a gay. And this one is for the right side. There are different people use different ways of playing. Sometimes all the fingers or half the thing, 3 fingers and 1 finger, or But a lot of people, most people play it with 1 finger, 3 fingers like that. Or sometimes you can just use this. Now, what I'm going to show you will be easy. You can use just that if you want, or you can use that one. You make your choice. It's up to you. However you feel relaxed. The Mridanga is try to get the sound and try to get the pattern. I know sometimes it's that I'm being a bit I'm going not according to the norm, but so long as you play the sound that is expected, and you play it in the way it should be played, you expect it to play it, it's no problem. And you play it with the beats. That you require some sounds that is not distracting from the kirtan. The kirtan is the holy name being chanted. And Sankirtan, many devotees chanting, it becomes very powerful. And this Mridanga is helping, this sound, it blends with the sound, and it makes it sweet and beautiful. And that's why in the Gora Arti, you hear Madhura, 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 Madhura Mridanga, Madhura Mridanga, Baji, Madhur, Madhu, Madhu, Madhu. I mean, it's sweet, the sound of the Mridanga. And so it makes everything very beautiful with the karatal together. So the combination of this voice of the devotees, it's a glorification of Krishna, and it becomes ecstatic, So, so the kirtan is, to me, I see kirtan as a wonderful, beautiful celebration of life, real life, not just my life, but the absolute supreme personality of Godhead. That is life. Without Krishna, we are dead. We are lifeless. So this is a celebration of this beautiful thing, everything about it, and we are also asking Krishna. We are telling Krishna. We are asking and telling. We are asking, engage me in your service, but we are telling, I am engaged in your service. Because once he's doing it, it's a statement, that you are there, you are doing it. So by doing that, it's a prayer, because Hare means energy of the Lord. So Hare Krishna, when we say the Hare Krishna, we're saying, oh, energy of the Lord Krishna, please engage me in your service. That is what our hearts intend. That's the intention. So by chanting that, it means that this is what you mean. If you don't know it, fine. At some point, you probably know that this is what you're doing. It'll be too late to know that this is what you're doing, and then no regrets. Yeah. What's your name, Prabhu?
Sonu. Sonu.
Sonu. Good. Sonu, like Shuni, Sonu, Shuni. Yeah?
Like sunny.
Sunny. Yeah.
Gold.
Huh?
In some language, in some meaning, it means gold.
Gold. Oh, yes. All right. Prabhu is golden. You see, if you think Krishna conscious, you cannot get away from Krishna, and you should be happy then you know that you're under the shelter of Krishna. When your consciousness is always associating everything with Krishna, then you should feel very fortunate that Krishna is actually looking after you. He's absorbing your mind in Krishna consciousness. And Krishna consciousness is what we want. This is what this whole movement is about, to become Krishna conscious. Otherwise, we lose our identity. We are human beings. We don't even know our identity, and then we're just as good as all the other creatures who do not know their identity. The ones that are going down to the lower, darkest regions of existence. Then we don't know our identity, so we are lost. We don't even know that we are lost. So we are so lost. So Krishna consciousness is to be aware, to know, to really know. You live in conscious, then you're conscious. If you're not conscious. So many, and the animals, is the animal conscious? Some kind of consciousness, but it's not really conscious. If you try to equate or measure the level of consciousness of an animal, certain animal, most animals anyway, to any level, to a human, the animal is so much less conscious and lesser conscious and most insignificantly conscious, whereas the human is more conscious. So they are the devas, the demigods. Can you imagine their consciousness? Like when Brahma blinks, how many of our generations has passed? But his consciousness is super conscious. The demigods, when they blink. Someone once said to me, how will you know when you meet a demigod? How do you know when you meet a demigod? Some sign, he said. Tell me one particular sign that will help you to know when you met the demigod. I couldn't quite think. And he said to me, well, one of them would be that he doesn't blink. But the fact is, they have eyes. They do blink. Except that we would not see that. We don't live long enough to see them blinking. And many generations may pass before the blink actually goes down to that. And it's just as fast to him like we are fast. So anyway, so consciousness, Krishna consciousness. So let's concentrate into the kirtan again. So the Dayan, Bayan, left, right. So we play. This finger is most commonly played. We use this finger. So the way it's played, we best to relax when you do it. But try it when you let it go, your hand, so to speak. Let it go, but just allow your fingers to stay straight when it hits the edge, and let it spring down and back, like you have a rubber stick, and you go twang, it springs back. You go wang like that. So, and you get the best sound. Yeah. And even though if you use your hand, yeah. So it's between this here and up to here. It's up to you how you feel comfortable, and how you get the best sound. I get the best sound around about here. See? Like here. So, and this one, same thing. Except you play with all your hand, you're going to play gay. Yeah? Yeah? So, that's K and K. K and K, K and K. Yeah. It's fun, isn't it? Now, having shown you how you use your hand to play that, to make the sound, the next thing is you need to learn some mantra. We call it a mantra. So it's a simple one. There are many, if you want, you can say there's about maybe 5 or 6 main ones. But some of them are practice to help you to coordinate your hands, and some of them just you can use for playing in the kirtan. Even those of the practice one, if you know how to play it properly, if you learn it, if you really put yourself into feeling it and playing, you can use it to play kirtan, even the practice beats. Like usually we use I'm not trying to do it, but usually sometimes when I start, I tell people to start with this exercise: te, re, ke, te. Yeah. That's simple. And te, re, te, te. But that's not. I'm not going to teach you that right now. As such, I'm just giving you an idea.
Writing it down.
Actually, you can, because I will. I think what I will do, I'll give you the Nagi 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 Dena, and I'll give you the Terekete. You can write it down, and then and then we'll do Nagi Nagi Dena first, and then I'll give you the Terekete, which is the practice one you will do for helping your hand. The Nagi 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 Dena is actually a beat you play. The beat you play, the mantra for this beat you play during a kirtan. Because I know most people generally, we get bored when it comes to just practicing things where we are not going to be using at any moment. But Nagi 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 Dena gets you right straight into the kirtan, straight into playing the beat where you can start chanting. So, and it's one of the simplest. It is, I think, the simplest beat in playing Mridanga, the Mridanga beat. And you will find also that beat is also, it is there in many of the different other mantras you will learn. You'll find it there. You'll find there like pieces of one long mantra is there being played in different pieces, and different ways it's played, and you won't even notice. Like sometimes I'm playing I heard some people playing like that. And there are other beats you'll hear. As you listen, you'll hear those beats. But if you listen carefully, you will see it's coming from the same one I'm going to teach you now, which is the one. So it's that nagi nagi nagi. And so it's very simple, isn't it? Nice and easy.
Make it look so simple.
I think they need to, because they literally don't know anything at all.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry.
Not in a bad way. It's the truth. No, like
Mridanga for dummies.
you know, like each hand.
Yeah.
What so Na represents.
Yeah,
this.
don't worry. I'm getting there. I'm just giving them a taste so that they go. Tell me more. So, I'm giving you the idea. It's like showing you an ice cream, saying, you go, oh, you want that ice cream.
How long did it take you to learn to get to that line?
Actually, when I joined, have you heard of ISKCON, yeah? The International Society for Krishna Consciousness. I joined them in 1980. And no one taught me to play the Mridanga. I saw them playing it, and I picked it up, and I started playing what they played. I didn't know what I was playing, whether it's mantras or whatever. I was just copying, mimicking what they played, and it sounded great, and we did kirtan, So, but after about 2 years, maybe about 18 months playing it like that, then I went to India, to Navadip in Bengal, West Bengal, and there the devotees in the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. This is a Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math branch. And the devotees there at Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math, they played the sweetest kirtan. The voices, the song, the way they sing the Mahamantra, everything sounds so sweet. And the artists, and the Mridanga. I thought, wow, I'd like to play like that. But I didn't fuss, I didn't push, I didn't go asking everyone and badgering anyone. And but after about, we stayed there for a while. I stayed maybe a month there, and I went traveling, went to Nepal, stayed there for about 2 months, then went back and stayed in Delhi for a couple more months. Almost maybe 6 months I was in India altogether, Nepal and Delhi in India. And then came back to the West, and we stayed at in a house, and then which later became Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math. And we wrote a letter to Guru Maharaj asking whether whether he would like us to open a branch of Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math here in London. He says, yeah, if it's all right with your friends, you and your friends, do that. So this is how the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math started. Srila Guru Maharaj said it will be called Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Math London chapter. And then then I was not initiated by Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Then we asked for initiation when we received initiation from Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And shortly after, maybe about, that was in 1982, when 83 we started. And around about maybe 84, I think. It was the second time I went back to India. In the Gaurapunim time. Then we got much time. Then the person who we were working with, he was a Maharaj. He took me to one devotee who was in charge of leading all the artis. He was personally instructed by Guru Maharaj to lead all the artis. And he was the kirtan man. He was the arti man, you can say, for puja times, in the Math. And he wanted, Guru Maharaj taught him the way the kirtans are done, and he did it that way. And his chanting, his singing of the kirtans and songs, it's beautiful. And his Mridanga was beautiful. And so they took me to him. His name was Madhu Mangal Prabhu. He was a god brother of Srila Govinda Maharaj. Srila Govinda Maharaj is our guru before the present guru, and he was a god brother. And so this Maharaj from London, after we had started the branch, he took me with him and said, "Let's go." And he said, "I'm going to introduce you to Madhu Mangal Prabhu." But we met him before, but we were not sort of introduced. And then he said, "This is Dayanidhi Prabhu and this and that, and you can, if you could teach him how to play the Mridanga and how to do kirtan according to Guru Maharaj's kirtan, in this Math, so we can do in London in the same way." And he said, "Yeah, I'd like to do that." But he was blind, couldn't see anything on my own. Maybe if you could perhaps see like a vague idea of light, shadow passing before his eyes. That's all. Couldn't even see a hazy form. And he was walking around the ground without stick, anything. And sometimes the devotees would hold his hand, And he said, "Yeah." So he began to teach me. Then that's how I learned I play sort of in Bengali style. And he taught me that style. That's what I learned. But there was another Mridanga player called Dol Govinda Prabhu. He's super good. He plays real classical. And at one point I wanted to learn something from him, but he couldn't speak English. So there was great difficulty. But I don't know how Sadhu Priya Prabhu cracked it, but somehow that he found a way with somebody else to help him, and they extracted all the ways of playing from him. So if you want to learn more beats, that is, you can go on Sadhu Priya's website or get his book or whatever it is. He really got it, all the beats and everything. He got everything written down properly. But Madhu Mangal, he taught me a few beats, but he played most sweetest. And then I said to him, "Can you teach me some more?" He says, "That's all I know." I said, "But how come?" He says, "My teacher, I knew him for a short time. My Guru Maharaj took me to my teacher to learn. He said, he will teach you Mridanga." And he said, but he was with us for a short time and he left. He left the world, departed. So he says, "So that will do?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "It will do." But still, I've learned the odd little bits in here from the sons of Dayanidhi Prabhu and also Dayanidhi, because they always used to take me to the kirtan. If I was away from the kirtan, they would take me by the hand and bring me there and give me a Mridanga so I can play with them. So I was blessed in that way. So, how did I get to that point? Anyway, let's get on with it. This here is na, yeah? When you play, you think na, yeah? Na. So, Nitai Prabhu?
Yeah.
You got na written there?
Yeah.
Okay, just put right finger. Right first finger. Na.
So I'm just gonna like.
Huh? Yeah, you can try.
So the right index finger.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Or you can write that first
So
finger.
that's the first one.
The thumb, not the thumb.
Right.
Yeah, right first finger, right index finger. And yeah. So it's na. Okay?
So that's on the small head.
Yeah, the small head. Or the bayan. Easy for you if you speak the Indian language. You know, I know it in Bengali. It's da dike ba dike.
So the G was the flat in the middle.
Not flat. That's K. It's K. You can just write as K-E, flat hand. That's what I usually say. He didn't. When he was teaching me, he did not give me all those things. You know, he just told me what to do, and I did it. But for me to teach somebody else, I had to kind of just phonetically write it down. So so gay. You want gay, which is the one. Just like you played it with the right hand finger, you play it with the whole hand, 4 fingers, I mean. And you hold on the edge of the drum, around about here. You can relax. Do it relaxedly, because if you do it relaxed, you'll find less strain upon yourself. You get less tired to play. You can play longer, and also you get a better sound when you relax. Except you keep your fingers straight when you go. So when you keep it straight, I don't mean you force it to remain straight. You keep it straight, and when you hit it, you allow it to spring forward and spring back. Yeah.
So that's an open sound. The gay is like open.
Yes, an open sound.
The left hand.
But just not on the whole hand.
No, yeah. So right about between
open
this
sound.
mound and
Do you
this one.
remember K?
Yeah. Just say the first part of the fingers.
It's like hugging.
When you're doing it, you'll feel it anyway. You feel where you need. If it hurts when you play it in one way, you move it slightly. You make the adjustment, but just try to get that sound. Sometimes you can play like that if you can, but you won't get the best sound. By around about here you get it. Or sometimes I play it from here. It's still not as good, but here you get the best. Sometimes you play like that too.
Same.
You can bounce it, you get a sound too. It's a different sound. Right. I know you must be dying to play here.
Yes.
So that's na. The next one is the gay, the same way. Okay. All 4 fingers. And so we're gonna play. I'm gonna show you what to play. Nitai is gonna write it down. Na, gay, na, gay. Yeah. Nitai.
Yes.
Na, gede. Gede means the day is a louder sound or a harder sound than the normal gay. So you play gay, but let's say that gay you play it softly, if you like to say. Yeah, the first one, because you're going to play 2 gays successively. So you want to play one softly. So gede na, yeah. Sometimes you have a hammer and you're trying to hit it, but you don't want to hit your finger, so you make sure you find it first, the head of the nail. You go ta-ta. So it's like that. Gede na, yeah. So na, ge, na, ge, na, gede na, yeah.
What is the day sound?
Ge, day. It's a bit harder than, it's more emphatic, more harder than the.
Emphasis.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all the other, like gay, 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 they all sound the same. But this one, when it comes to the day, it's with more emphasis. Right?
Yeah, more emphasis. Yeah. Get day. Get day.
Same four fingers, the same size.
Yeah.
Everything's same except hard.
Extra emphasis.
Yeah.
On the other sound.
A little bit harder, yeah. So, but if you if you relax when you do it, as I said, relax your hand. So when you send your hand forward, basically, try to use your wrists more than anything else. Yeah, your hand sometimes you can move it, no doubt, if it helps, but your wrists more because you're using less energy, and you'll find it's easier to flick your wrist than to flick your whole arm. So you will also save yourself from getting tired. It'll be easier to play altogether. So it's get day, so you get gay and you whip it, so to speak. Get gay and you whip it, yeah? Get day, and I give it a good slap. Like a good slap. So na, gay, that's twice. Na again, 3 times. Day, get day, na. So it's na, ge, na, ge, na, get day, na. Yeah? Okay. Na, ge, na, ge, na, get day, na, na, ge, na, ge, get day, na, na, ge, na, ge, na, get day, na, ge, na, ge, na, get day, na, na, ge, na, ge, na, get day, na, na, ge, na, ge, na. Doesn't it sound like you're playing like I'm playing nage nage de na nage 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 de na na? Doesn't it sound like I'm playing ge de na na? But that na na. It sounds like it's the last beat, but no, really, that's meant to take you because it's actually the beginning. It's this last na. It sounds like it's the last. It's not. It's the actual beginning of the. So it gives you a good flow. It helps you to have a good flow. If you were to do it, if you think nage 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 de na, then you find yourself pausing and then you go na ge de na, and you pausing again. So, but if you're having difficulty to do it flowing, just think of it na ge de na na, if you like. Ge de na na. Ge de na na, if you like to think like that. But or you can keep going, keep moving, shifting the starting point if you like. Na ge de na ge de na ge de na ge de na. Yeah.
And in terms of how you would synchronize that with the Mahamantra, you read Hare Krishna, Hare.
Okay, it's easy actually. My teacher, he's a very good teacher, simple, very simple person, simple-hearted, and he taught me in a very simple way. And it's amazing how he made everything fit. And I'll show you them. Nage 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 de na nage 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 de na. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Nage nage de na nage nage na, the melody. Nage 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 de na 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 nage 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 de nage nage de na nage 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 de nage 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 de na nage 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 de na nage Yeah? So, very easy, isn't it? See? That actually made it much easier. I said to him, how do you fit that in? I mean, though I played Mridanga before, but I wanted to feel it, everything is falling in the right place. So I said to him, how do you feel that? And then he started singing. He wasn't singing the Maha Mantra, he was just singing the Mridanga mantra as the song, as a tune we sing the Maha Mantra in. So I'm playing the mantra, but I'm singing it in the tune of the Maha Mantra. So that's the trick. So it's very easy, isn't it? So if you just remember the mantra, that will help you. So whenever somebody starts singing Hare Krishna, you remember also how to play the mantra, the Mridanga mantra with it. Because you start thinking, Gena, Gena, Gedena, Hare Krishna, Na Gena, Gena, Gedena, Na Gena, Gena. Excuse me. So, right. So now we need you all to have a go. Yeah. So who wants to have a go first thing? You want to go first? Okay. It's best to do one at a time, and then if we still have enough time, some of us can do it together. Yeah. So okay. So you want to start? No. Okay. I will do it. I'll do it, and you do it as I do it. As I do now. As I do na, you do na. As I do gay, you do gay, okay? So na, gay, na, gay, na, gay, day, na. Yeah? Na, gay, na, gay, na, gay, day, na. Okay. So we're gonna do it together. Yeah. Na ge na ge na ge de na na. Na 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 ge na ge na ge de na ge na ge na ge de na ge na ge na ge de na ge na ge Don't worry. Yeah, don't worry, you'll get it. So what you have to do now, I'm going to tell you a little secret as well when you are learning it. You see that what is written up there, the mantra, na ge na ge na ge de na. What you do is that whenever you're playing, you say it. But when you're not playing, you say it. If you're washing the dishes, if you're not chanting your mantra, then instead of thinking something mundane, chant this na ge na ge na ge de na in your head, yeah? Because when you come to sit down to play the Mridanga, you are thinking na ge na ge de na, yeah? So you say it first, and you repeat it and play it with that mantra in your head, yes? See, it's a mantra after all. Na ge na ge na ge de na na ge na ge na ge de na na ge na ge na ge de na ge na ge de na na ge na ge de na na ge na ge na ge de na ge na ge de na ge na ge na ge de na ge na ge de na na ge na ge na ge de na ge na You see what you can do with that mantra? So so it might be like one mantra, one beat, of the Mridanga. If you know that and you practice it in your head, say it in your head, you can play anything around it. Yeah, it's going to be falling into place.
Was that the same one?
Yeah.
Yes. But all what I played there was extra things. But I just let my hand loose. I let my hand loose, but I played it around. I played it around the mantra. So the mantra was the guiding, thing that that thing that guided you. So it was always in rhythm, wasn't it? In beat, wasn't it? So I just fill it up. I just let loose.
Can I just say one thing? There's Dayanidhi Prabhu, he's like my teacher, and when he first gave me this, I used to, after like 2-3 months of playing it, I thought this is the most boring thing ever. Like, he's got me doing the same thing, and then after some time, I started to realise, actually, this mantra, there's so much inside. You just don't realise that, and the more you play, the more it humbles you down. And you're like, wow, I've got a long way to go. So really, like, write these things down and take it all in, because it really is like really great and really special. Actually, so much is there, so much.
Right. Good. No, that's okay.
It seems like a little bit, but there's more
No,
involvement.
there's a lot.
There's a lot
There's a lot in there. Yeah.
You okay? You can sit up there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Left hand, right hand. Okay, good. What's your name, Prabhu? Manik. Manik. Marik. Well, there's Manik, but it sounds more like Monique, maybe. Yeah, but it's Marik, yeah. Okay, nice to meet you. Now, so turn it the other way. This is the left hand. Yeah, get used to it. Looks better. Unless, are you right-handed or left-handed? You're right-handed, and turn it around. The other way.
I'm right-handed, but not always.
Yeah, turn it round. Turn it round. It'll be better for you.
It'll be easier.
Yeah, it'll be yeah. When you have to follow.
It seems like it's not, but
Yeah.
it will be.
Yeah. Also, you have it upside down. Now put the small end. Yeah, put the big one under your arm. Pass it through. Yeah, put your arm through it.
Yeah.
Left arm. That's it. And then now you're ready. That's it. Can you do this? Both hands. Finger as well. This one finger. Okay? Can you feel ready? You're poised. Okay. Nagi dina. So, who is next one? You are? Next one? Yeah? Anybody else can follow. It's fine. That will be fine. So, we're going with Na, yeah? Na. Now you have to be Na, one finger. That's a guru finger, it's called. Okay? Yeah, so you straighten that finger. You relax, actually. If you go like that, this finger can be allow a lot of movement in this finger, because you will need that in due course, because it will help you to develop to not use your arm so much, and it helps you to be more free when you're using your fingers. Feel some freedom, because you will be using that in some of the exercise mantra I'll give you, which is tere kete ta, tere kete, tere kete. That's a very tere kete, tere kete. So that will be helping you. Yeah. So and right. Okay. Right. Shall we try it again? One finger. I have this finger. Can flick it like that, yeah, and rest it on the edge. Helps you control it. If you don't rest it, you don't control it so easily. But when you are used to it, it's not a big problem. But if you don't rest, if you rest it, it's better. Okay. Now, Gay is rest it there against the edge. Straighten your finger. Straighten that. You rest it there. Now a little bit more nearer to the finger. The fingers. You know at the root of the fingers. Root of the fingers. Just at the root of the fingers. Yeah, where it joins to the palm. Yeah. And you put it as sort of a right angle. Yeah, you put it at an angle, left angle if you like, and you just you bang it, but be relaxed about it. Keep your fingers straight, and it bounces. Yeah. Okay, if you can play it that way, it's fine. That's a good start anyway, because you play it like this. That is all right. When you are more relaxed with it, and you can do it. So long as you get the beat you want to hear and the sound, yes, that is what you want. And if you want better sound, you can experiment with it, and also practice to make and become comfortable with what you experiment. And if you get in good sound, that is very good, and that's what you need. Yeah. Okay. So na, sorry, na, ge, na, ge, na, ge, de. See, yeah, it's ge, de, ge, de, na. Okay, let's have a go at the gedes, yeah. I know you're anxious to go around and play the whole beat, but there's more. Don't worry, we still have our lifetime ahead of us, Every day, what people do, they take a mortgage, and they have their whole lifetime. They're thinking I've got a whole lifetime to pay this mortgage, and or whatever it is. Or they take life insurance, they got a whole lifetime to pay for this insurance. Various things we do, We go to college or university, and can you imagine? You have 365 days, not 365 minutes. You have 365 days. That's only 1 year. 365 days in a university, more than 365 minutes. But still, we invest in that. It's not only 365 days, is it? In university, you have to spend at least 3 years, isn't it? so that's a lot of days. And then we invest in that. We take our time. We learn the ABCs from right we are little children up to this age. This is Krishna consciousness. Every moment you give, even if it's not perfect, it's considered to be perfect in devotional service because it's a perfect activity. It's perfect action. That's in Krishna consciousness. In service of Krishna, that action becomes perfect. Even if everybody might say it's imperfect. But it is Krishna's service. It is perfect. But you'll get even more perfect. So let's think. Okay? Now, and you have to rest it against there, yeah? Against that part there. Yeah, allow it to rest. Keep the fingers straight and bang it and allow it to spring and hit the end of the drum and it springs back. Yeah? Yeah? Springing back. That's your na. And the ge is the same way. Yeah? Allow your wrist to take a lot of the, to flick. It's like waving goodbye. Not like that, but waving goodbye. Yeah? But you rest it against the edge. If you can get the sound without resting it, it's alright. Yeah? Okay. And so let's have a go one more time. And I will give you a quick mantra you do, which you'll be practicing. Aside from that, you'll do it. You don't have a drum maybe, but you can do it on your lap, on your thighs. Yeah. You do it while walking. No one might notice while you're going like that. And you can be playing Mridanga. You play it on your thighs. You can play softly or very hard if you like. Or beat yourself if you like. Give yourself a good spanking. So we'll do it one more time and then we'll do the Nagina. Have we got enough time though? Have we got enough time? It's
5 minutes to 6.
5 minutes to 6. Maybe I think what we'll do, You have. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it again. Now, just one time, short one. Now, Prabhu, what's your name again?
Jag. Jag.
Jag, like jaguar.
Yeah. Like Jaguar.
Or Jagannath.
No, Jaguar.
Jaguar. Why do they call you Jaguar? They should call you Juggernaut. Yes. One day you will probably you will meet your guru one day, and then he will probably call you Jagannath Das or Jagannath Swami Das or something like that. or Jagamohan or Jagaban.
Should I talk about this? Should we talk about this for a second?
Terekete?
Tereketa.
No, make
Is that
just
the one?
just make it terekete. Yeah, it's the same one, but I say terekete. It's up to you. You can put tereketa. So, but
It's just because that gets confusing. Tereket gets confusing with this.
yeah, it is the same thing.
Alright.
It's the same thing. That's the same thing I will use.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah. That's the way he taught me. If you want to write it the other way, I hear many others say ta, but if you want to write it the other way, it's up to you. But I put it the way I was taught.
Yeah, I'll put it the way you say.
Yeah. So you make it easy, very simple. You don't have to think tereketa, tereketa, terekete, 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 terekete. Okay. So here you are. We're going to go to Arti very soon. Arti will be starting in a few minutes, just about 3 to 4 minutes. So
Is this with the thumb, yeah?
te. No, te. We're going to use these fingers to make te. Yeah.
T is 4 fingers on the sword.
Yeah, 4 fingers. Except you play just like you would play the na with 1 finger. You play it with all, on the this part. Yeah, from say you know the first mound after the palm. Yeah, that first mound there.
You're hitting this at the edge of the head, not the middle.
Yeah, the head, the edge. Yeah, yeah, and the allow it to spring. You're doing good. If you say it in your head, you will never go wrong. You know, you will always know when you went wrong, and you will just put it in place. Yeah, he sings like being silly, you know. He's like a baby, you know. But it's
The terekete
yeah.
is